Well, good morning and welcome to the morning show here at Daryl Lorette Cafe. I'm your host, Daryl Lorette. I just came from the kitchen and believe it or not, I made myself a large bowl of oatmeal with a chopped banana and I have a cup of green tea. So, without any further ado, my collar, I really need to iron my shirts. On with the show. Okay. Let's talk about what Homer did yesterday. No, actually, what I did yesterday. I really didn't do much yesterday. I went out and tried out my my new bag gloves. The only problem is the thumb are cut off because of the MMA, you know, the grappling and stuff like that, mixed martial arts. So they cut the thumbs are cut off, and I wound up nicking my thumb on the knuckle, right there, as you can see there, just a little nick on the heavy bag when I was hitting it up near the top where they got the straps that attach the chain to the bag. These leather, they're not leather straps, but they're made out of like a really thick canvas or something. They're just little straps, and they're hard canvas-like material, and the bag is made out of something else, like a more of a vinyl, something vinyl, and a material, vinyl-like material, and I just managed to, hit near the top. And I just nicked my thumb, so I was wondering, or actually I thought to myself, well, this is why I don't want the thumbs or the fingers cut out for, with a pair of heavy bag gloves, because you wind up, the whole reason for wearing the gloves is so you don't cut your, scrape your, or cut your skin all the heck, so, So I'll still have to keep those and try to find another pair somewhere that have the thumbs not cut out. It's just it's what I want to use them for. Just I'm not going to use them for sparring, because we don't do any sparring when we're doing that. Not rarely do we actually do any sparring. Unlike, say, Taekwondo, where we sparred every time I had a class, we always sparred. The Wing Chun Kung Fu, we don't do any sparring. More drills. We do drills. We do exercise drills to like the Chi Sao and stuff like that. Actually I haven't done any Chi Sao yet, but I hope to get there someday. I'm not good enough yet for the Chi Sao. One thing I don't like about Wing Chun is the pace that you're allowed to learn, man. It's like a slow boat to China. If you know what I'm saying. Pardon the pun. Slow boat to China. But apparently, our Sifu, which is a teacher in Chinese, he when he was taught Wing Chun, when he studied Wing Chun when he was younger, he was taught at a really, really slow pace, and he's actually teaching us quicker than he was taught. So it's like, you think it's slow now? You should try it when I did it. So it's all because we live in a society that's all I want it now mentality, where instant gratification, it's really difficult for, I think, anybody, even somebody who may be a little bit more used to waiting for things in life than, say, you go to McDonald's and you get your meal in a matter of a minute, So we're a little too used to instant gratification in our society today. That it's hard to learn anything or do anything that takes more than a minute or two. So that's pretty much all I did yesterday. I went and had a bit of a workout. I decided to forego my usual routine, and since I had the bag gloves, I stayed downstairs, had a nice stretch. People tend to talk a lot upstairs. When you go upstairs, I find that they have a downstairs and an upstairs. So downstairs you got the heavy bag gear and heavy bags, and the weight room and the grappling room, changing rooms, bathroom. So you're all set, you know. Stay down there. If you got to go to the bathroom, you don't have to go downstairs because you're already there. So I stayed down there, stretched in the grappling room, and then, you know, for about 45 minutes or so. And it's been about a half hour hitting the heavy bag. So, you know, it's what I like to do. Came home, hit the showers, and then I hit the books. Well, the proverbial books. Did a little internet reading and whatnot. Played a little video games. Typical, typical, typical. The internet went down just for a little, just for a few minutes a little while ago. I had no phone and no internet connection. Fortunately, most of the time, it's just for a very short period of time. Sometimes it's longer, but I'm hoping if I ever get any work in the near future that requires me to or affords me to get a cell phone again. I hope to get a cell phone in those cases where when the internet goes down, I got my phone now hooked up with my internet and whatnot. So usually when one goes down, the only thing that was still on was the cable TV. The TV was still on, so I don't know what that's. Sometimes just a computer, you know, the internet connection to the computer goes down and the phone is still okay and the TV's on, and it's weird. There's sometimes, you know, one is still working or two of them are still working and one is not working. It's a weird situation. So I got a question for you today. The question is, how do you know you're committed to something? You know, what is commitment? You know, as I sit here and talk, I wonder, am I committed to making this video today? Am I committed to eating my oatmeal? You know, what does commitment mean? And how do you commit yourself to something? So that's the million-dollar question today. What is commitment? What does it mean to you? So, if you have an answer for me, please leave it in the form of a comment or a video response if you like, and let me know your feelings on commitment. What's commitment to you? What does it mean to you? And how does it apply to your life? In the near future, I'm going to be exploring commitment. I'm going to try to find out, am I committed, you know? In what parts of my life am I committed? And what parts do I need to commit myself a little more? So I think, you know, it's something that sort of came up over the weekend that sort of struck a chord with me. And I thought, you know, there's that whole thing about people having commitment issues, like you're afraid to commit. That whole sort of, it's almost like a cliche. You're afraid to commit to something, afraid to commit to a relationship, or whatever, you know. Usually it's somebody who's afraid of committing to a relationship or something like that. So, but you know, must go beyond that as well. Gotcha. A little piece of oatmeal got away on me. Well, I guess that's it for today. I'm not going to bore you to death here with me sitting here eating my oatmeal like I do every day. I mean, how much of that can you take? So I'm going to let you go and finish my oatmeal here and my cup of tea and mosey on down to the cafe. You know, I spent like about $500,000 chips yesterday renovating the cafe. I fixed it all up. I added oh, you can't believe it. You have to see it. So come on down to the cafe, Daryl Lorette Cafe, and check it out. Until next time, this is Daryl Lorette here at Daryl Lorette Cafe, wishing you a good day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.